After much anticipation all week, COVID-19 vaccines have officially arrived in the Tennessee Valley. We'll tell you where they are. Channel 3's Mary Frances Hoot joins us live in just a few minutes. And the FDA's Vaccines Advisory Committee is meeting to discuss a potential second COVID-19 vaccine, the same committee that endorsed Pfizer's vaccine a week ago. Plus, as COVID-19 numbers continue to hit new records, many people are asking what's being done to slow down the spread in Hamilton County. Eyewitness News at noon starts now.
Coverage you can count on. Channel 3 Eyewitness News at noon.
Thank you so much for joining us for Eyewitness News at noon on this Thursday afternoon. I'm Latrice Curry. We're going to get to those top stories in just a moment, but first, let's take a live look outside from the Holiday Inn camera as we turn to meteorologist Brittany Beggs. A very cold Thursday afternoon. Hi, Brittany.
Hi, Latrice. The week here today is the coldest afternoon for the next week. Temperatures today may just flirt with the low 40s. A lot of us are not going to climb out of the 30s. 24-hour temperature change, obviously a much colder afternoon. 8 degrees colder from Murphy today, 11 degrees cooler coming in from the Altamont area. So definitely feeling the effects from that front that moved through last night. Right now, it is only 37 in Chattanooga. To our east, there's a lot more thicker clouds, but we're starting to get those clouds breaking. We're starting to see that. We saw that on our live cam. But there's going to be more clouds continuing to those east of 75 over the next several hours. So temperatures to our east, you may flirt with 40, but areas to our west, we're starting to get that sunshine. So Altamont, even though you're still coming in at 27 degrees, I do think those temperatures to our west are going to be rebounding nicely because of that sunshine. So you can see this on our clouds, a lot more thicker from Cleveland, from Athens, over Polk County, over Cherokee County, but they're breaking to our west. So Mount Eagle, you're going to get some sunshine here, and that should help temperature-wise. As we pull back even further westward, we do have clearing from Jackson and over Memphis. So tonight, because of a clear sky, it's going to be even colder tonight. If you thought this morning was chilly, tonight we are tracking temperatures in the mid to upper 20s. So that includes the Chattanooga area. So here's my forecast highs today. 42 Chattanooga, 42 Cleveland. Altamont, guys, I think are going to get up to 40 degrees, but to our east, we will stay in the 30s for Murphy and for Blue Ridge. Really cold afternoon here. I also want to show you the rainfall amounts from yesterday. We had over 3/10 picked up at the airport. We do not have any drought concerns. We are right on target for where we should be for the month of December. Even with that surplus of rain earlier this year, we're still 20 inches above normal. So here's the drought monitor that was released today. No issues to tell you about. We don't need any rainfall around here. We do have a little bit of rain though coming this weekend. I will show you where and what time with Vipercast at 12:16. Latrice, back to you at home.
Thanks, Brittany. We'll check back with you a little later in the show. Big story today. After much anticipation all week, COVID-19 vaccines have arrived in the Tennessee Valley. They came into CHI Memorial and Erlanger this morning. Channel 3's Mary Frances Hoot is live at CHI Memorial with the details on what happens and where things go from here. Mary Frances.
Well, Latrice, that is correct. The COVID-19 vaccines have officially arrived in the Tennessee Valley. Like you said, they're here at CHI Memorial. They arrived this morning. So at 2 o'clock this afternoon, they're actually going to administer some of those vaccines, and we have been invited to watch that process. They're giving them to physicians and other frontline workers. Now, a spokesperson here at CHI Memorial said that they're administering them to 5 people. They didn't know at the time how many doses they received, so we hope to get that information after we interview some of those people who have received the vaccine and other hospital administrators. Now, I know Latrice just said that they have also arrived at Erlanger, and I know another hospital in the area, Park Ridge, should be expecting those as well. Now, out in Cleveland, Tenova found out that their shipments were going to be delayed, so they expect to receive them after the Christmas holiday. But again, the situation is fluid. Now, all 4 of those hospitals I just named are not requiring their employees to receive this vaccine. But I mean, this is pretty incredible news considering the first case of COVID-19 was confirmed here in Tennessee on March 5th. And then a week or so later in Hamilton County, that's when the first case was confirmed. So guys, just 9 months later, we are finally receiving a vaccine here in the Tennessee Valley, and we are going to watch it be administered. So if you stick around with us, we'll have a live report at 4, 5, and 6 o'clock tonight after speaking with some of those people who received the vaccine and other hospital administrators on information of where they're storing these vaccines and how many doses that they believe that they have. But for now, live in Chattanooga, Mary Frances Hoots, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Mary Frances. A shipment and delivery a lot of people had been waiting for. Governor Bill Lee held an event at Vanderbilt University Medical Center this morning as the hospital received their shipment. All healthcare workers who deal with COVID-19 patients are eligible to receive it.
It is very true that today's a hopeful day. People have called this a shot of hope, and we celebrate what is a historic moment and a turning point in this pandemic.
Governor Lee says he will get the vaccine when it's his turn in line. He also was pretty stern with Tennesseans about wearing masks. For the second day in a row, the Hamilton County Health Department is reporting at least 500 new cases of COVID-19. As those numbers continue to hit new records, many people are asking, what's being done to slow down the spread? We asked Hamilton County Mayor Jim Coppinger if he's considering closing restaurants, bars, and other gathering places. He said no. Instead, he's asking citizens, please wear your mask, practice social distancing, because he believes it's more efficient. Coppinger added there is no daily count or threshold the county could receive or reach that would change his mind about a lockdown. His big concern is supporting the economy.
We want to keep the economy going, and one of the tools we got to do that is the mask mandate that we have in place. Socially distancing certainly helps, good personal hygiene, and if you can, avoid even small and large gatherings. But no, we're not in a situation where we want to shut down anything in the economy.
Coppinger also added that he will not be mandating a vaccine for county employees, but he is encouraging people to get it. He says information about the vaccine and current case counts will determine if the mask mandate will continue past January the 15th. Well, at the top of the show, we told you about the hospitals who had received the COVID-19 vaccine this morning, CHI Memorial and Erlanger, but some Tennessee hospitals will have to wait to receive the Pfizer COVID-19 vaccines. Tenova Healthcare is one of those. The delay in shipment has not been clarified by the governor's office, but healthcare officials say they should be getting it after Christmas. Meanwhile, 4 hospitals, including Tenova, CHI Memorial, Erlanger, and Park Ridge, are not making the vaccine mandatory.
With the unknown and just making sure that this is offered to everybody as something that is an additional tool to help protect them, it was just felt that it was not appropriate at this point in time for it to be a mandatory requirement for our healthcare workers.
Tennessee Governor Bill Lee says this vaccine is optional for students K through 12. Just ahead on Eyewitness News at noon. If you've invested in Bitcoin, you may be cashing in some big bucks in the near future. We'll explain next in What the Tech.